Okay, brown crayon. Cornelius. Like the children, whenever I enter new territory, I have the urge to make up my own stories. There was once a little girl with a brown crayon, and she met a mouse named Frederick. Did she color in brown? Jenny asked, smiling at Renee. Yes, and then his friends came one by one and said, color me too. But when Tico came, he wanted golden wings. Yes, he did, but the little girl said, sorry, if I color you gold, your flock will be angry. Just then a crocodile named Cornelius walked up, standing tall, looking all around. What color do your friends want you to be? Asked the little girl. Oh, that doesn't matter a bit to me, said the crocodile. Here, read my book and you shall see. We examined the cover of Cornelius. There he is, in several shades of brown, looking proud and happy, walking upright along the beach, while the other newly hatched crocodiles crawl about on all fours. I can see beyond the bushes, he said, but the other said, what's so good about that? You know something, Jonathan did that to me, Renee exclaims before I can turn the page. She looks directly at a surprised Jonathan. Remember, you said, what's that stupid thing about my daddy's present? She stands and spreads out her arms as if to gather us all in to hear her story. See, I was making the present bigger than before, so I was gluing sticks and yarn on the top of the picture, you know, the way Corey did that time. And Jonathan was being nasty and laughing, and he said, it's a stupid thing in a garbage dump. And he didn't say sorry. We look at Jonathan, and he says, sorry, as if he truly means it. Renee, as usual, has brought up her own question and searched for her own answers, producing a parallel to the Cornelius story. Nor is she finished. See, you was just jealous. But then Mrs. Ruperl Sen said, do you want to show Jenny how to make this kind of present? And then Kevin made one too. So I had to make mine bigger to show them how, and you kept laughing and making bad faces until Mrs. Ruperl Sen told you to stop. No further comments are forthcoming, so I continue reading the book. And I can hang from my tail, said Cornelius, but the others just frowned and repeated, so what? Disappointed and angry, Cornelius decides to return to the monkey who taught him to hang from his tail and who appreciated Cornelius's tricks. You know, I say, closing the book, it seems to me that whenever we read a new Leo Leone book, interesting things happen. Well, what do you mean? Kevin asks. Well, just now, for example, there was a problem at the art table and Renee's feelings were hurt. Then we read Cornelius, and it tells about a similar thing happening. Of course, Renee handled her problem in a different way. She told Jonathan how she felt, and he said he was sorry. The crocodiles didn't say they were sorry, Corey reminds us, but Jonathan did, maybe because he could see that Renee was helping other people. What if Cornelius had offered to show his friends how to stand up? Then would they have been nicer to him? Everyone looks doubtful. Jenny shakes her head. No, because Tico's friends and the crocodile's friends are the friends of each other. This notion takes me by surprise. The birds and the crocodiles from two different books. You're right, Jenny, Renee says. See, they always be thinking. Cornelius, he's trying to be better and stuff. They always say, so what? Like that. It's their habit to do that. Friends don't change. Friends don't change? An unexpected response comes from Walter at the edge of the rug. He rarely speaks up in a large group. Books, people, is half be same, he says, blushing. Later he'll describe the conversation fluently in Polish to his parents. But Walter, can the birds in one book be friends of the crocodiles in another book? Could yes. Same as friends. Leo Leone making friends is same. Walter means you could pretend birds are crocodiles, but then they act the same. Renee looks to see if she's correctly representing Walter's ideas, and he nods eagerly. Very well, then, I continue. Pretend Cornelius and Tico come into Frederick's book. Would Frederick's friends tell Cornelius his tricks are good? And would they let Tico keep his golden wings? Renee jumps up and runs to my side. Leo Leone could really do that. We could write to him about that. About? Does he want to change his mind about Tico's friends? Ask him that. Then you'll know. Ask him about that. Her determination rules out any note of caution. The children move in closer. Even Oliver, who seldom joins us, comes to the rug. Opening my notebook, I begin to write. Dear Leo Leone. Everyone looks at Renee, who is still standing next to me. Tell him Mrs. Paley wants Tico to keep his golden wings. It bothers her so much that they don't allow him to do that and tell him, can you please change your mind about Tico? There is a hush in the room. Who could have imagined such a letter? Walter walks over to Rini. Is good, he says, nodding vigorously. Shall we say anything else? Tell him, cause see if Tico's friends got what they wished for, silver wings like that. Tico would just say, oh great, that is sure nice, silver wings you got. Rini rests her case. After school, waiting for the tea kettle to hum, Nisha and I reread the letter to Leo Leone. Do you think that he'll answer, she wonders aloud. Well, I'll tell you one thing. He's never gotten a letter like this from a kindergarten class. Yes, it's a letter that should be answered. On the other hand, Nisha, maybe it's not such a good idea to bring the real Leo Leone into our lives. If he does answer, he may change our perspective in ways we don't want. And if he doesn't answer, the children will feel rejected.